Okay, so to start making our marranitos, I am going to be using 3.5 cups of all-purpose flour. To that, I will be adding 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Not to be confused with baking powder. I'm just using baking soda, 1 teaspoon. I'm also going to add 1.5 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, a 1/2 teaspoon of ginger. This is ground ginger powder. And a 1/4 teaspoon of ground anise. That is anise seed that's been ground into a powder. I will say that's optional if you don't have it, but I like to add it. So now I'm just going to give this a good mix. Okay, that is combined well. Now let's work on the wet ingredients. Okay, so here in a large bowl, I am going to add a packed 1/2 cup of piloncillo. Piloncillo is basically evaporated cane juice or sugar cane juice that's kind of, evaporated and now it's in a solid form. What I did was basically take my piloncillo and I shaved it with a knife on a cutting board and I packed it till I got a 1/2 cup measure. You could also use dark brown sugar. To that, I am going to add 1 room temperature large egg, 3 tablespoons of evaporated milk or whole milk. I have 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Actually, I think that's more like 1.5. 1.5 to 2 teaspoons. I'm also going to add 2 tablespoons of softened unsalted butter or margarine. If you have margarine at home, soften it, add 2 tablespoons. Now I'm going to add 2/3 cup of molasses. This is really what gives the marranitos that brown, that deep dark brown color. Now I'm going to give this a good mix. Okay, so I'm actually experimenting with this recipe today. I do make marranitos, but I don't do it often. Actually, I think it was like a year ago when I made them last. So now I'm going to work in my dry ingredients. Kind of give it a mix. And then add the rest. And just mix and fold until it comes together. Okay, so this is pretty much what the dough is going to end up like. So now what I'm going to do is place this in cling film and rest for about 2 to 3 hours in my refrigerator. Okay, so I have this on my cling film here, my cling wrap. By the way, when you're making this dough, if you find that it's still too wet and too sticky to sort of come together like this, add a tablespoon of flour at a time until it comes together. Basically, this is what you're looking for, and because it has that molasses in it, it is a sticky dough, so I'm going to refrigerate this just like this. There we go. Going in the refrigerator, 2 to 3 hours. Okay, so this has been in the fridge for about 2 hours. So what I'm going to do is generously flour my work surface and go ahead and put the dough out onto the floured surface. And because the ratio of the ingredients, this is a sticky cookie dough, it can handle the excess flour. So let's do that. I'm also going to do the top. Okay, I'm going to dust my rolling pin and start rolling this out. You could do 1/4 of an inch. I'm actually going to do something like 1/3 of an inch. Okay, so I've got my cookie dough rolled out, so I have a little excess flour here, and I'm just going to dredge it in some of the flour. And this is a 5-inch cookie press. or cookie cutter. And it's in the shape of a little marranito, a little piggy. And they have some that are actually larger. If you have that, that works. So now I'm going to press right onto the cookie, you know, right here. And then just press straight down. And I'm just going to repeat that until I get several little. Okay, so now I'm going to carefully and gently, oops, take my little marranitos and lay them on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. There we go. Just like that. Okay, so I have my cut out cookies on my baking sheet. So now what I'm going to do, well, what I've done is I've beaten 1 large egg and I'm going to egg wash the tops of these cookies. And at this point, you'll want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and these are going to bake for somewhere between 13 to 15 minutes. Okay, so these are ready for the oven, going in. Okay, so I basically just kind of smushed the rest of the dough together and rolled it out again, and I'm just going to press out the rest of the cookies. And even if there's still dough left over, what I like to do is just sort of pat it out into a round cookie and bake it if there's any extra. Okay, so my cookies are done. My little marranitos look perfect. So I am actually going to transfer these from the baking sheet over to a cooling rack, and I'm just going to let them set and cool. Okay, so now I have all of my marranitos baked. This was the first batch. They're cooling on the rack. They're actually probably cooled. I can move those. But here is the last batch, and as you can see, I had enough for a little baby piggy. And the excess dough that just really couldn't shape, I just put it into a round circular disc, and that's that. So you definitely can get at least 18 cookies, 16 to 18 cookies out of this. I hope you give this recipe a try. I hope you like it, and thanks for watching.